Hello, I'm Roger Pang from Boly Inc. I just landed in Austin, Texas, and on my way to visit Randy Tomasini, one of our power users. We're going to see how Randy uses our cameras for his business. See you in a second.
Randy, tell me about your company, Innovative Tracking Systems.
The innovative trapping system is actually a gate release system that I put together. It's cellular operated. It allows you to drop or close a gate from anywhere as long as you have cellular coverage.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this?
Started with the system about the innovative trap, working on it probably about 3 to 4 years ago, and was looking at other systems and decided I'd look into building my own, and looked up the components and got the components and put them together and started using it.
How big is the pig population in Texas?
They estimate somewhere the 2.5 million plus. So.
And how, I think we were talking before about even if you killed a certain percentage that you had to, it still isn't enough. The population was still growing. Can you go over those numbers again?
Yeah, they say, or the scientists and biologists say that to control a population, you need to remove around 60 to 70% of the population.
Okay.
So just to maintain it at the current status. So even if they were doing the 60 to 70% of the population, it would still stay where it is. So to reduce it, you would have to do more.
And what kind of animals do you trap?
We started out doing hogs, and then started using my system for doing whitetails and exotics, because the system will work on, I haven't found a gate or a door or trapping, a trap door that I haven't been able to modify it to work on.
What does the setup look like? What's the equipment
for
the traps?
For the pigs, I usually use at least a 5-foot panel, and I'd like to keep them at least no smaller than 30 foot in diameter, and then up from there. I've had them as big as 60 feet in diameter, and it seems like the larger traps work better. Okay.
And what is in that trapping system? How do you know when those pigs are there? How do you
with my gate release system, one of the other parts that's crucial to it is a camera that you can rely on, that they're cellular operated cameras that take the pictures and send them to you. I've used 4 or 5 different models and brands, and the one I'm currently using is the Boly M883, and it seems to be the most reliable and has worked real well for me.
And what's the most you've trapped in a day in a trap?
I've got 22 at one time in a trap. It just you're catching the entire sounder as opposed to one at a time. Now a lot of times in some of the urban areas where you get high pop suburbs, you'll only get 4 or 5, but the sounders aren't as big, and so you get the 4 or 5 and move to another location, you get another 4 or 5. They're just a little bit smaller. The bigger wide open areas, the ranches, the stuff like that's where you get into the large 20 plus sounder groups.
Gotcha. Besides trapping, how else do you get rid of the pigs? What else do you guys do?
We shoot them. I have night vision. We use thermal and digital, and also we can run them with dogs, which is all effective. I don't think there's any one way that is by itself going to work, where you just use multiple techniques, multiple ways. But the trapping seems to be the biggest number at one time, and then you just work out from there.
Okay. Tell me about your plans for tonight.
We're going to go over to a field that it's a grass field that they use for grazing cattle on. The hogs will go in and they root it up, and it makes it difficult for them to plow and to maintain the grass. So we're going to go in and see if we can find some and take care of them.
Anything else?
I can think of.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Get Boly cameras.
Yeah, no. You have to mention.